Hi, welcome to Daniela Monet's Finished Closet. I'm Regina Leeds, the Zen Organizer, and I'd like to give you some tips and tricks so that you can put your closet together in a way that is beautiful, completely functional, and easy to maintain. I've written 10 books, but this is my favorite book. This is 1 Year to an Organized Life, and it's my New York Times bestseller. And you don't have to spend an entire year getting organized, trust me. It just covers over the course of a year every room you could possibly have, moving, taking a trip. So you might not be doing everything, but it'll be your Bible when you want to know how to do one of those areas. These slide out shelves are my new favorite thing in any closet. And here's what I did. I had a talk with Daniela, and I know she loves her beautiful, beautiful heels, but most of the time she's in sports shoes. So I put them right here where it's easy for her to reach, and I did everything in color order. You want to keep types of any kind of clothing together, and you also want to keep them color coordinated. Now, the heels are, most of them, up high. So we do have a step stool for her, and when she needs one for a special event, she can get it. But in the meantime, ladies, don't you think those shoes are gorgeous? Further down, just in case she might want some black shoes with low heels, I kept those on the bottom, easy to reach. When it came to Daniela's hanging clothes, the designer had this long hang section put in, and this was actually a double hang, but I discovered that I didn't need it. I actually needed this for the long evening type wear, and this for mostly the afternoon or dress up wear. And then down here, you want to use the space in your closet for your clothes. You know, it's okay to have blank space for a while until you decide what you need to put there, but ultimately you want to make use of everything you have available to you. So I put some winter caps and some baseball caps down there, easy to grab for either of them. And there are the rain boots. We're in Southern California and El Nino never came, but just in case, we're all ready. And then up here on the top shelves, I put some boots, which again are special occasion and not going to be used that often, but you always want your shoes off the floor. When shoes are on the floor and floating around, I guarantee you're going to lose one. They're going to get scuffed. They're just not going to be beautiful, and you want to feel pretty in them when you put them on. You will see jewelry hanging out here. These are here just because in the drawers I didn't have a space for them, and this was very clever. Daniela did this. This is actually for belts, and this will keep these necklaces from getting tangled. Everybody should have a belt rack, and again, you try and keep it in color order. The thing about color order is, let's say I come into the closet and I say, oh, I want that plaid, that black plaid blouse, and I want to have a pair of black slacks to wear with it. You know there is only one place in your closet where these items can be. So if you don't see them, what happened? It's in the laundry basket ready to be laundered, or it's sent out to the dry cleaner. But you will save time, you'll save money, and you'll save energy. And the other thing is, when you see clothes together, then you know how many of each item you have. I had a client who told me that she had nothing in red, and she left for the day after we edited her closet, and when she came home, she had a whole row of nothing but pink and red. It was all tucked in there, and she didn't know it. So that makes you very powerful, and it makes it easy to get dressed. I would suggest that you look around the house, because you might have something that you can repurpose. Before her closet was done, Daniela had a little unit that had plastic drawers, and she had clothes in that. So I put the plastic drawers up there, and that's all winter ski gloves and hats. We certainly won't use that very often, so it can be out of the way. And why go out and buy a new container when it's just easy to have those repurposed? This is a lovely jewelry setup for Daniela's jewelry, and I just put out some of her big pieces here, and now they're safe, they won't get scuffed, and they also won't get lost. I have all of her purses on this side, and there were some scarves that were no longer in use, and instead of using tissue paper, I put them inside those two bags just to keep their shape, so they're always beautiful when she's ready to use them. I used these wonderful narrow black hangers that they're sticky so that nothing falls off, but they don't affect the fabric, and they're safe. And because Daniela had so many clothes, these were great. They didn't take up a lot of space. Well, welcome to Andrew's side of the closet. Now for Andrew, we're using wooden hangers. These are my personal favorites. I love wooden hangers. I think they're the kindest to fabrics. And but he had less clothing, so we could make use of them here. And his suits and his shirts, it's pretty self-evident. And there are his shoes. We did use pant hangers. And remember, whether you get the pant hanger that you can throw the pant over the hanger, or whether you hang them by clips, you're going to have marks on the fabric if you're not wearing your clothes that often. So that's the secret. If you suddenly pull out a pair of pants and you say, oh, now they have a line or they have clip marks on them, that's a sign to you it might be time to edit your closet because you're not wearing everything you have and you just have your certain favorites. I put some things that are his that won't be used that often up high, especially those heavy winter sweaters. We get use out of those maybe 4 weeks out of the year in California. And here's another instance where I used containers that Daniela had. These are her workout clothes. And instead of putting them in a drawer, because the drawers were pretty full with clothing, I said, why don't we just keep them in here? You're used to that. And we can just pull these out. You can reach in, you can grab and go. And again, if she has to access anything on a higher shelf, she's going to have a two-step step stool. Now, this is my favorite thing in all closets. This is called a valet rod. Now, if you're planning an outfit and you don't, do I want this with that? What am I going to do? You can hang things here and work on putting your outfit together. But another thing you can do with this, you bring home dry cleaning. Let's say, gosh, I don't have time to put it away right now, but I don't want to throw it on the bed or the chair. You put it on this rod. Now here's a trick I want you to remember. Take off the plastic. Don't keep that plastic on because clothes are cleaned with chemicals. Now the plastic is sealing in the chemicals, and what happens? Maybe you don't wear that garment for 6 months, and the next time you do, you're breathing in those chemicals and you're putting them close to your skin. So take those off, and they're also space hogs. And the other thing, please, I beg of you, the Zen Organizer will come to your home and beg you, don't keep those wire hangers. Wire hangers and inexpensive plastic bags are simply a money-saving way for the dry cleaner to get your clothes home to you in an unwrinkled condition, but you don't want to continue using them. You want to invest in good hangers, and if something needs to be covered, you can buy a canvas cover. They come for single garments, they come for groups of garments, and canvas breathes. So I would say canvas over plastic.